Oh, guess who forgot to do so? Actually, what? Actually, it doesn't matter. Okay, before I actually start, I did forget to do just one little thing. And it's something in the YouTube page that I need to check out first. So give me just a moment and I'll be right there. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. I'm on its page. It's just to see if everything's working just fine, which thankfully it is. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do. Mic is working. I can hear the car screaming in the background. We're good to go. Alright guys, welcome to another stream. It has been a very hot minute. I think the last time I streamed. Let me bring this over here. Wait, welcome to another stream from yours truly, Mr. MCA. It has been about a week since I streamed. Life has been pretty busy. Luckily, coincidentally, it was a little less busy today, especially at work, which is good. I know Monday was busy, Tuesday was busy. Yesterday was awful. Yesterday was awful to the point where I came home, lie down in bed, and I was just like, I don't want to do anything anymore. But luckily today, not as bad at work. And I'm just going to go ahead and get started with this because I'm giving myself 2 hours to try to get good at this, which I haven't driven this car before the stream, so wish me luck. All I know is that this car is going to be a bit of a wild ride. 2,000 horsepower, and I'm hoping that this car isn't as deadly. Well, already the car isn't as deadly as I thought. Honestly, I was thinking, because when I saw 2,000 horsepower, I was thinking this car was going to be as deadly as a Tomahawk. So what I did before the stream, or before the update, is I was doing some laps in the Tomahawk, and it was actually going to be for another reason that why I was doing laps in the Tomahawk, but it just happens to be a coincidence that we're using this car for the next lap time challenge, or this lap time challenge. So technically I got a bit in preparation, but the thing is that this car drives way too differently compared to the Tomahawk. So is this proper preparation, or was yesterday's shenanigans proper preparation? I don't think so. For now, I'm just trying to get used to the car, trying to figure out what it likes, what it doesn't like, how it handles. It definitely doesn't have as much downforce as I expected, which is honestly a bit disappointing. And I don't know, it's a strange car. Like, this car isn't as deadly as I expected it to be. It also helps that this car isn't all-wheel drive. I think I was thinking that this car was going to be a rear-wheel drive, but it's not. However, the part that's probably going to take me a bit of time to get used to is that it's a bit understeered, which honestly makes me sad because I thought this car was going to have like oogles of downforce and kind of be like the car that was going to take on the Tomahawk, but it's like, no. No. But still, this car is a bit of a wild ride on its own. So, which is going to be difficult to compare this car with another car in the game. Like, if you ask me, what car do you think is, like, what I think this car is most similar to in terms of how it drives, I don't know. I don't know. At least not yet. Okay, that was a terrible final corner. Yeah, but hopefully you guys are having a good Thursday evening. At least it's Thursday evening over here. Probably Friday early morning for some of you guys. And if that is the case, go back to sleep. Getting your sleep is important. For me, it's Thursday evening. I got home from work not too long ago. Yeah, but as I said earlier, oh god. Okay, this car will try to kill you. You kind of have to provoke it though. It's not like the X 2019 where that car will try to kill you for the littlest reasons, or even just like staring at it the wrong way, it'll try to kill you. This car doesn't feel like that. Like, just give this car just an ounce of respect, and this car will be like, okay, we cool. Yeah, this is, I wish this car had more downforce. Like, you know what I mean? This car a lot crazier, better drive, but whatever. Well, I guess we'll deal with what we got. We're still going really fast. I'm overshooting that braking zone. Already down to a 107. I don't even remember what a good time is. This is like a 104, 103. So definitely got quite a bit of work to do. Also, I'm going to turn the fan because it's already getting a little hot in here. Just a little bit. What's the time that we're looking for? A 104. Man, it's going to be tough to get a 104. If I can get a low 105, then I think I'll be happy with that. But that's the ultimate goal, which I'll be really happy if I can do it in this stream, is to get the 104. I don't know how I'll do it, but if I can find a way to do it, then I'll be very happy about it. But I think for now it's just a matter of trying to learn, get to know this car. I mean, this car does have downforce. Just not as much as I want. I was honestly thinking I was gonna be closer to like Tomahawk levels downforce, but maybe I was hoping for too much. But give me a second. My YouTube is being a bit silly right now. I can see on the corner of my eye just like doing stupid things. So give me just a moment. There we go. Okay, but the goal is going to be a low 105. If I can somehow do it, anywhere in the 104s. And that's the thing. Like the car does step out of it. Like you just saw it coming out of the hairpin. But the car was stepping out. Like I was still able to save the car or catch it. But anytime that happens, that's just gonna be time lost. So you gotta be careful of that. And then overcorrecting like that, that's also gonna be a bit tricky. I will say this. Despite some of the flaws in my bit of complaining from like the first few minutes, I mean, I'm thinking it's actually kind of fun. Not gonna lie. Flash, thank you. Hopefully you're doing well. Don't stay up too late. Unless if you got a long weekend, then party on. Yeah, that's gonna take a while because I'm gonna keep thinking that I can break really late when it's like, no, I should probably be breaking a bit earlier. The other thing I need to remember is that this car does have batteries. So I do need to be careful about getting on the throttle too early, otherwise I'm just gonna get some crazy understeer. Well, that's a lot of time gain right there. You know, what I'm finding surprising is that I haven't spun out at the corkscrew just yet. Oh, that was really slow. One thing that I'm thinking about is coming out of the final turn. If it's possible to get away with third gear and just let the batteries carry you out. Well, I'm gonna try that right now. Honestly, I'm thinking it doesn't really make a difference. Tough. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Exit on 30 gears. So. But if it saves me from a shift over here, then I might as well do it. But yeah, thank you for the confirmation. Am I right to say that for most or maybe all these corners, only use second gear to help with the car's rotation? And the lowest gear that I should probably be in is 30 gear. Oh, wow. Okay. I think I'm starting to catch on with this car. I wish I had more downforce. That's a lot of time gain. Well, okay, not a lot of time gain, but that's still a pretty significant chunk right there. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm catching on now. Again, Tough, thank you for the confirmation. So now with that solved, now it's just a matter of getting good and trying to see if there's other corners where I can get away with a higher gear. I'm thinking about the corner before the corkscrew, where I'm thinking it might be possible to get away with 5th gear instead of 4th, question mark. Also, I do apologize if you hear the wind, because now the window's open. It was pretty warm today, and we got some nice cool breeze coming in, so that was way too late on the brakes. I mean, I want to say the reason why they picked Laguna Seca was because of this car's unveiling during Car Week, which is at Monterey, where Laguna Seca is. Oh, that felt good. That felt pretty good right there. Ooh, 5th gear might be possible. Oh, but that was way too quick. So you see this spot right here. That's where I was at a couple weeks ago at Laguna Seca, on the other side of that tire barrier. Just pure coincidence. Yeah, I was there for a bit of the the Monterey Rolex reunion. It was a pretty fun event. Although I was feeling pretty tired, because that Thursday and Friday during Car Week just kicked my butt so much that on Saturday I was pretty much a zombie. Yeah, but I think I spent most of my time at turn 10 and the corkscrew. At least, you know, when I'm watching the races go on. I think I'm braking a bit early for turn 10. Okay, so we're doing pretty good. We're already down to a mid 106, so what do I need? Like a little over a second and a half to hit the 104s, which is still going to be a lot easier said than done. I can already feel it. Also, hello, Tough. J Funk, yes. Hello. Hopefully you guys are doing well today or tonight. Yeah, it's still a bit of a wild time trial. it's definitely gonna take a bit, quite a bit of concentration to get some really good times. I will say this: this Corvette is more forgiving than I thought. I thought this car was going to be a bit of a demon spot, but surprisingly, no, not as much of a demon spot as I thought. Works for me, saves me a lot of frustration. Okay, that was okay. Fourth gear it is. Oh, I braked way too early because I was like, because I was starting to think, like, okay, I got a pretty good run. Now let's brake early for the final turn, and that was what actually ruined my run. Shoot. I think goal will be down until 106. Actually, where is my time at now? Like, this is definitely going to be a tough time trial. Yeah, damn, that's still silver. Holy, yeah, that's actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, okay, so what's the gold time right now? 106.3. How many people are in gold tier? You know, I'm just gonna go by, what was it? 106.371. Okay, 106.371. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's yeah, this is probably gonna be one of the hardest lap time challenges. If less than 600 people have been able to get a gold time so far, and we are how many hours in? Like 18 hours in? That's gonna be difficult. Holy moly. Like, what so far, I'm trying to remember this. What's the most difficult lap time challenge that we've had like before this one? Because I want to say it was probably one of the X2019s or the Nürburgring, the Nordschleife for the lap time challenge with the NS6 that you were able to tune. I want to say that was probably the most difficult one. This one might actually take that spot. This one might actually take the cake. Shoot, it's not going to take the cake. It's probably going to take the whole bakery. Group 1 of the oh yeah. Wait, no. Group 1 of the month? No, I don't think that was the hardest one. Like, what I'm thinking is like the least amount of people that got a gold medal. Because I know Nordschleife with the NS6 was notoriously difficult, and half of that battle was because you had to tune a car, and like if you didn't know where, like if you didn't know how to tune and didn't know where to look, then you're already, let's be honest, you're already shit out of luck. But then the other half of the battle was trying to get the best time possible, which which is already like another mountain of a battle. Alright, car. I need you to tell me like what you like. Like, tell it to me. Communicate with me. I don't speak car. Well, I can tell you that the car definitely doesn't like that. Genesis at LaCroix. I know that one was difficult, but I don't think that one was like the most difficult one. And, oh yeah, and I did hear about the last GTR being produced. Yeah, dang, that's pretty crazy that the R35 is older. I kind of wonder what Nissan is going to do next. If they're going to make an R36 or try something else. I remember during Car Week, there were a lot of GTRs driving around. We're talking R35s, like there was a lot of them driving around. And there were even a couple of R34s driving around, which was crazy to see. Like the R34s are slowly starting to pop up a bit more over here in the States. Same goes with the R33s and 32s. Come on, car. Okay, I know in the other week for Dragon Truck Gardens, I mentioned 2 ride sausages. But I'm here to tell you that for Laguna Seca, don't ride sausages. Don't even look at them. Because they will definitely end your run. I keep thinking that this car has a lot more downforce, and then the car reminds me the hard way that it doesn't, which makes me sad. Oh yeah, the I mean, and not just the Yaris. The Yaris one was super difficult. I think down is one of the hardest left challenges. What was it? The Yaris at Lake Louise. The one with the Corolla, the GR Corolla, was also difficult. We're stuck with this. Surprise! Holy moly! It's good to see you again. Hope you've been doing well. I remember you. And it is great to see you again. Yeah. I can't imagine how brutal it'd be driving this car in VR. I mean, probably not as brutal as a Tomahawk, but it'll still be brutal. too much power. That's what I was worried about. Is like if I just try to go full send at the corkscrew, this car is not gonna like it. And I can safely confirm that the car didn't like it. The other thing that makes it difficult is I don't know if it's just a me thing, but anything involving hybrids and really fast cars like these, like, it gets even more crucial to timing your acceleration just right. Jeez. And that's still a 106. Like, not even a 105. Wow. And that's barely gold. I think I'm like a 10th away from silver. Yeah. Well, I got quite a bit of work to do. Luckily, the good thing is I only need to find 1.2 seconds. The bad news is I gotta find 1.2 seconds let's be honest, a short combination. Now the question is, where am I gonna find those 1.2 seconds? There's probably going to be like some place where I'm braking way too early, which is probably this turn I just went through over here, which is what, like 2, 3, 4, what's it, like turn 5 probably? Or 6? Two less before the hill. So so that's what I'm thinking. Probably this turn. And then this turn right here. I don't know if you guys see the little arrow. Still trying to get used to this car. But yeah, this is definitely... Honestly, I'm wait, hold on. Look for the camera. Yeah, and I'm already thinking that this is probably going to be one of the more... or even most difficult lap time challenges. Because I took a peek at the leaderboard as of right now, or a few minutes ago. Less than 600 people are in gold tier. And that's the other thing. I really want to get on the throttle early, so I was like, okay, let's get on the throttle, and then the hybrid kicks in, then I just end up understeering. Even though, like, again, it's only a little over a second, I still have my work cut out for me. That was a terrible hairpin. Not that it matters, I already spun out. Yeah, so that is my ghost. I tend to only like follow my ghost because whenever I try to follow someone else's ghost, it just starts to throw me off, and I just start to hate it. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna follow my own ghost. this turn. And that's the thing is like I want to try getting the throttle as early as possible, but I just time it bad. Doesn't help that I'm still rusty at this game. I don't play this game as much as I used to before. And I don't. Before last night, I don't. Yeah, I think before last night, the last time I got on the wheel was the week before for the other lap time challenge. Oh, I'm just starting to brake too late now. I'm gonna bring it back. Nope, that was too late. I think I was a little too aggressive there. I like to restart a lot. That's a habit I'm gonna die with. That and I don't want to deal with dirty tires, so it's like, you know what, I'll just restart if I make an error. It's like, you know what, I'll just restart. Okay, that's much better. No! I already knew I ruined it all. What's it, turn 9? I just had to stay in the right like an idiot when I should have already been turning in. Oh, the Nürburgring. Yeah, I'm. If there's a Nürburgring time trial with the Tomahawk, it's gonna be GG's for everyone. What's that? I don't have any breaking news. Hold on, let me type a couple more messages because your message is getting blocked by like a little. There's like a little heart icon that's covering part of your message, so like I can't read the entire thing. There we go. First left, a little heavier braking, so probably right here. Second left before the hill, probably right here. I can dip on the brakes. Yeah, because I think I saw I gained a bit more time right here. I just need more time with this car. Let's be honest here. I've only spent what, like 30-40 minutes with this car. So still trying to figure out what the heck this car is all about. Oh, no, I did not mean to do that. good news is that's barely a 105. Which means now we gotta find, what's it, just under 9.5 tenths. So we're making progress, doing good. Actually, I'm kind of happy I'm doing good without even looking at any of the replays. Because normally what I like to do, I don't know. Yeah, so normally what I like to do, I take a look at some of these replays to see, just to get an idea of what I need to do. But I've kind of just been doing this all blind. I haven't looked at a replay yet. I probably should have done that, but F we ball. We're doing this live. Yeah, this car is pretty crazy. It's not Tomahawk crazy, but still crazy. And then with this thing under 7, if you're on it. I forgot what I said about the 7. I'm still waiting for the dreaded day for the Tomahawk time trial. Okay, that's way too late. Yeah. Last night, actually, you know what? Can I show you guys something real quick? Because I was doing this the other night, where yeah. So okay, so here's context. So with the Corvettes coming out, I was thinking is that okay, these cars might just be good enough to take on the Tomahawk. So I was like, okay, what I'm gonna do, like, and this is just before the update, I want to try to record a lap with the Tomahawk. And the thing is that I tend to try to use equal conditions, so I had to set up a custom race and start behind whoever is in first, because if I start in first, I'm already past the start finish line, so I need to start in second. So actually, which is the run? I think it was this one, because I know I messed up a couple times, but still, like, this thing is diabolical. And the other thing is that in GT Sport we had this as an actual time trial, and I remember the Tomahawk being crazy to drive, but I don't remember it being as lethal as it is here in GT7, because there's multiple places on this track where if you position the Tomahawk just a pixel wrong, this car, like right there, like, you see that part right there? That's one of the lethal parts right there, and I somehow managed to save it. I think it was just pure luck, but wait, there's like a lot of parts where this car will try to kill you. Yeah, I think this is my I think this is my fastest run so far, a 310, which makes me 3 seconds slower than my pace in GT Sport, which means I fell off hard. What's scary is that supposedly the fastest time that someone was able to set was a 247. I'm like, how do you do that? Especially with how lethal this car is at the Nordschleife. How do you do that? I'm already struggling as it is, but to get a 247, Jesus Christ, like, you gotta be crazy. Also, I do apologize if I'm not reading the messages, because the phone's over here, so I can't read chat right away. that was already a terrible turn. Dude, the Tomahawk Tokyo grind. Oh my god. Yeah. I've tried using other people's goes, but for some reason it just throws me off. I don't know why, but it just throws me off. It's like I have to use my own ghost, even though it might not benefit me as much. But for some reason, like, it just throws me off. I think I'm a weird guy. I mean, shoot, I'm on the wheel and I'm in chase cam. That's already weird enough. I know some people they'll find out that I'm wheel and chase cam, and they're like, how the hell do you do that? I'm like, I don't know. Well, actually, I do know. The reason is, okay, I'm just getting distracted. I've always been playing chase cam my entire life, so when I started GT Sport, I was still in chase cam, and that was when I eventually got the wheel, and I just take chase cam. Which is funny because I know some people say, "Oh yeah, I use bumper cam." And it's like I can't use bumper cam. Like, I feel really uncomfortable using bumper cam. The only but so far I have found one exception, but that's because the game forces you to be on bumper cam. But that's another topic for another time. You know what? I'm not going to listen to your advice, DJ. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna look at a replay. Just gonna look at a replay and try to remember everything that they do. It's probably not gonna work, but yeah. Let's take a look at Killian's replay. This dude's a Chad. All right, Mr. Killian, show me what you got. Let me just go here. Okay, well, I can already tell that the third gear exit on the final corner is not good enough. You want to exit on fifth gear. Let's see. Okay, so third gear is right. Still third gear. And kind of, actually, is it me or is he trying to get the car? Let's see. Yeah, he kind of is trying to get the car pointing in his general direction, and he almost goes full throttle and then waits a moment and then goes full throttle. He wrote a sausage. I'm surprised he's staying up third. That's gonna be a difficult turn to nail. They have to really fiddle with the throttle. What does he do here? He does third gear, okay. So it looks like he only does fifth gear for the start of the lap. Alright, so what did I learn? Nothing. What did I learn? I learned I suck. Oh man, help me. Lord Almighty. Yeah, yeah. I tend to be really stubborn with how I like to play. But but now that we look at the replay, now I just gotta see if I can try to mimic everything he does, which so far we're already guys, I think we're going the wrong way. Chat, I think we're cooked. Too bad I can't see my ghost, because it got erased when the session ended. So that's the thing. I don't want to rise as a sausage. It might be possible for me to make it work, but I feel like it's just gonna frustrate me. And again, this is me being stubborn. Eventually I'll figure it out. If I don't figure it out today, then I'll figure it out tomorrow. Okay, that was way too late on the brakes. Yeah, and then that kink is going to be so difficult to nail down. And I know Killian doesn't. He stays on third over here. Gosh, this is a bit of a head scratcher. Even after looking at the replay, it's gonna be. Oh, trying to film that. I'm gonna need more fuel. I mean, it's been a bit of a long week. So I do apologize if I come out sounding like a jerk. I'm trying my best to not be a jerk. Or not to sound like a jerk. Come on! That's much better. I don't even know why I did that 105, but if it was good, then hell yeah. Again, I'll get good eventually. Honestly, I just need to put in a lot more time into GT7 because I just haven't been on this game enough. At least as of late. Whether you want to say that's a good or a bad thing, I'll leave that up to you. Honestly, I think it's a good thing because that means I've been touching grass. Okay, we're getting there. But DJ, I do thank you for your tips. There. That was too slow. I get a bit hesitant there. Oh, that was late on the brakes. I think that could have been probably could have been a 0.9. I don't know, just because I just had to completely choke the final corner. I got too excited. That's the thing. Better or worse than the Red Bull? First of all, hello G2 World. Hopefully you're doing well. I want to say better and worse. It's honestly, it's a little hard to compare, at least right now, because this car doesn't try to kill me as much as the Red Bull. Where looking at the Red Bull, you look at it the wrong way, and the car's going to try to kill you. But with this car, I can be somewhat aggressive on the throttle at times, and the car is going to be like, "Oh, okay, we cool." But you still have to be careful, because if you're too aggressive on the throttle, or you get you're on the throttle too early while you're still turning, you can have the car step out and spin out on you. I mean, then again, this car has 2,000 horsepower. The big thing though is that this car is a bit understeered, but that's because this car doesn't have as much downforce as the Red Bull. Honestly, it's probably a case of pick your poison. Do you want an understeered demon spawn that has 1,000 horsepower, or do you want a high downforce demon spawn that tries to kill you everywhere? But yeah, locking in now. Thank you, DJ. Yeah. Oh, was it the Group 4 Viper for, was it the license test or the circuit experience? I don't know which one it is, but I've heard one of them is pretty difficult to get to go there. I don't know if it's so true nowadays, but I remember hearing that. Unless if I'm imagining things, which is probably, knowing myself, I'm probably just imagining things. Yeah. Dialing it in, which is good. Ooh. Dialing it in, which is good. It's just that I just need to do a lot more fine tuning and be a bit more brave. Which is going to be easier said than done. That was still too late on the brakes. I think I need to brake even earlier. Okay, that's, yeah. I remember hearing that it was notoriously hard. Honestly, dude, I want to go back to the older GT games and replay them, because I was at a convention the other weekend. Ooh, I don't know how I cut that. Never mind. I just had to mess it up right there. But I remember I was at a convention the other weekend called Mag West. It's a gaming and music convention. It was also pretty fun. They had a whole bunch of tables for console gaming, and I was just wandering around, and I saw one where it had a PS2, but it had Gran Turismo 3 on it, and I was like, we are so playing GT3. And I don't remember when was the last time I played GT3. Like, it was ages ago. And I played some of like the arcade mode races. That was a lot of fun. Although whoever was on it before me had all the assists turned off, so the cars were a bit sketchy to drive. So what I ended up doing, I ended up turning on traction control and made life a lot easier. And then that's when I remembered that that GT3 is the one with complex stream. I love complex stream. So I went ahead and went into time trial mode and loaded up the roof at complex stream. And I don't know if you guys remember, like there's like the times that the devs have set it with causes time being the fastest. So I spent the entire time just trying to beat his time. And this is on this this is on the good old PS2 controller, so no wheel. And just like in the good old days, X is to accelerate, square is to brake. I don't remember which buttons it was to shift up and down because I had it set to manual. At least I was able to use the thumbsticks to turn the car, so I didn't have to use the D-pad. It was still pretty difficult. I had to pump the throttle, pump the brakes whenever I'm going through a turn, and it was tricky, but eventually I was able to beat Kaz's time, so I felt really happy about that. I was never able to do that when I was a kid. When I was a kid, all I knew how to do was get the Escudo and break the game. But I was terrible with the time trials and all that stuff. Like I'd always just go for bronze and then move on to the next thing, but like I never got gold. Actually, I lied. The only time I was able to get gold were on those like was it B1 and B2 where you start the car and then you stop it. Yeah, that's the only time I got gold when I was a kid. But after that, I was terrible. Wall right for the yes. I am way behind on the messages. Left curb up the hill. Yeah. Yeah, and what sucks is that it's gonna be a little difficult for me to pinpoint it down just because I'm in chase cam. TVR car, yeah. That reminds me of the FTO. I saw one a couple months ago. That was pretty cool to see. There was like no one around, and I was like, oh, "That's the car from Gran Turismo." Oh my goodness, dude! I'm just getting a whole bunch of flashbacks. But yeah, I never went for all gold. I always just tried to do just good enough, at least for the license test. I always tried to do just good enough because little old me found the license test to be difficult. That's probably still going to be true, but I have to actually fire up the game and find that out for myself. Yeah, but I remember when I did the license test for GT Sport 7. Wait, no, not. I think GT Sport had a different system, but driving school. I think that's what it was. I know supposedly the master licenses are a bit more difficult, but I think I've only gone to master IB, and I just stopped. But I know I've heard that there's a couple that are pretty difficult here in GT7. And then the car rewards is like, Probably because there's multiple ways of getting them. So it's like by the time you get one of the unlockables, you already have like 2 of them. Come on, car. That's not gonna work. Ain't gonna work. The hybrid also throws me off sometimes. Dude, I had to really concentrate. But we are half a second away. I'm like holding my breath. Or at least I felt like I was holding my breath. Whew. Yeah, that's genuinely difficult. Oh, the Chrysler. Are we talking the ME412? I remember that one, although I don't remember which game it came out in. I absolutely love that concept car. I remember Test Drive Unlimited had the ME412, and it was one of the fastest cars in the game. Same with Midnight Club 3. The ME412 was one of the fastest cars in the game. It's such a awesome looking car. Even to this day, like, I still love that concept car, and I'm really sad that it never came to reality. Because apparently, I think Chrysler did want to actually push it through, but then Mercedes said no, because I think the engine the Chrysler had was a Mercedes engine, something like that, and Mercedes was going to use it for the SLR McLaren, something like that. I need to touch up on that history, but yeah, I'm sad that the ME412 was never turned into reality. Yeah, thank you, DJ. Thank you, GT. Whew. All right, now I need to lock in even more. Oh my goodness. And try to somehow find half a second. Just save the replay just in case, and let's jump back in. Alright guys, I'm gonna shut up for a while. That part threw me off a bit. Okay, we'll continue. getting too aggressive right there. Nice, same here. And it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be a little hard to tell just because this car is brand new. So it's like once people learn more about this car, they might be able to go a little bit faster. I think I'm not letting the car rotate enough before getting back on the throttle. I think I know part of what's going on. Honestly, like in the previous attempt, I thought I was going too slow at the hairpin. This time I felt I went a little faster. But what's the thing? I felt, but it didn't look like I went any faster. I don't know. Just gotta keep chipping away at this. Don't say that, GT, because it might actually start showing up. No! I dipped a bit too much to the right, and yeah, that was game over right there. Up and now I'm being too late on the brakes. Oops, sorry. Yeah. Also, this reminds me of the rally time trials where it's difficult to try to do something consistently right because every time feels different. Yeah, this is one of those times. I could try that GT. Okay, first of all, what am I doing braking way too late before I even start the lap? feel like they're barely spinning. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Shoot, how am I gonna do this? No, I just come on. I keep thinking that I can break later. Well, it's like, no, I should be breaking earlier, you idiot. And then of course that happens. Come on. I just had to touch that curb. That was enough to upset the car. Dark side, how's it going? I'm over here losing my mind over this. Like, I'm close to getting the time I want. But my goodness, it's gonna require quite, I don't know. It's gonna require quite a bit of time for me to get there. I don't know why it went into fifth gear. You know, I'm gonna be surprised, or I'm gonna be surprised. I am surprised that that was only a tenth slower. Honestly, I thought it was like 3/10 slower, but no, that was only a tenth slower. I could try higher gears. I'm gonna see if we can try to do fourth gear out of the final corner instead of third. That might bite me, but might as well try it. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Please turn. sloppy. Oh, come on. I thought I had it there. Sound it breaking, or actually, let me read the comment before that. Yeah, I'm just terrible at timing it there. Chase cam. Honestly, I don't even know what that was. That was a turnable time. Shoot, I'm already starting to pull my hair out over this uptime challenge. I can't imagine what it's gonna be like for tomorrow's uptime challenge, where you have an entire month, but the thing is that people are going to be tryharding for that, because that one you actually there's something at stake. The thing is, like, what's it, the Rayburg NSX at Lago Maggiore, and top 10 times from each region move on to the finals. And I have a good feeling that there's going to be quite a few people that are definitely going to want to try to qualify for that. So that time's going to drop a lot. I don't know if they're going to do, like, if they're going to separate the time trials by region, or if it's going to be like everyone together, and then they just go through a list and pick the winners from there. But all I know is that one's also going to be a tough one. Okay, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to bother with that run. Yeah, it's a left time challenge. It should be going up tomorrow. You just go into sport mode and then eventually it'll pop up. I mean, unless if it's popped up now. You know what? Let me. Actually, no. I'm not gonna exit the menu because I don't want to lose my ghost. If I look through the Gran Turismo website, maybe it'll show up there. Give me a moment. Sport mode. Okay, it's not up yet. But I'll see. Check tomorrow, and it should be up. I mean, that is true that I do have a goal, but I want to see if I can try to get a low 105, or if I can somehow manage to pull it off, get the 104. I mean, it's gonna be very difficult. Ayo? Alright, pro tip, which I don't know who mentioned it, but I was thinking about you when you said that. To avoid the green stuff on the final turn. I think I think that's a very valuable tip because I think that's what helped me out right there. Like get the much better launch. But we are making progress again. Again, I don't know who mentioned that. Someone mentioned it. I saw a comment about it. I'm gonna call you out for it and tell you thank you. If I can find it. Unless if the YouTube already ate up the chat. Where are you? GT World, I am calling you out to say thank you. Alright, now I gotta find 310s. Oh, Lord Almighty. I don't know if it's different. I mean, I feel like it's so hard to tell with this car. I feel like it'd be easier to tell with a slower car. I mean, even like a Group 3 car would probably be easier to tell. But with this one, it's too wild. At least to me, it's too wild to tell if conditions. I mean, it shouldn't because it should be equal conditions. But if somehow conditions did change, I feel like I wouldn't be able to know with this car. Are we talking this kink right here again? What's it like? I think it's turn 7. That left kink that takes you up the hill. Dude, like this corner is gonna freaking kill me. Yeah. And then I feel like this part right here, so turn 1, 2, I think it's turn 3. This one's also a bit of a hit or miss for me. And then wait, no, is it 1, 2? I don't know. I keep forgetting how Laguna Seca categorizes its corners because they categorize it all weird. Like for example, like that little kink right there, that's turn 1. The hairpin, a lot of us would call that turn 1, but no, that's turn 2. Excuse me. Just gotta crack my back. Last sector. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like it's either turn 9 or 10. I feel like I'm missing a little bit of time there, but I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be a little hard to tell. But turn, I believe it's turn 7. That's gonna be killer. I mean, it's already killer. I just need to be brave and just send it. Not too bad. I want to be, yeah, the end of the hairpin was not it. That was not it, Chief. Ooh, Sorry. I thought riding the sausage was gonna work, but apparently not always. Blue, how's it going? Uh, I tend to get thrown off a lot by other people's ghosts. Like, it's hard to explain, but for me, I feel like I have to always use my own ghost. Even if there's a faster ghost, it's like, nope, I have to use my own ghost because for some reason, if I use someone else's ghost, like it just starts to throw me off. Like, I'm pretty sure that's just a me thing, but I don't know why that happens. But that happens. Yeah, but it's all good though. I do apologize if I sound like a jerk. um, I know I feel like I was sounding like a bit of a jerk to DJ earlier. So yeah, and I do feel bad about that. That's definitely not gonna work. Basically, don't chase it. But I want to chase it. Come on, let's go. I dipped to the right because I'm like subconsciously trying to set myself up for that kink, and what ends up happening is that I just dip into the sand and it's game over. Now, and also I think I'm breaking too late for whatever turn that was. Yep, I'm doing it again. I'm being a dum-dum. Guys, don't be like me. Don't be a dumb. That's an especially dumb move right there. Oh yeah, well, what you're hearing now is... Wait, hold on. Northern Island and say hello. Hey! No. This was ever since I was was it? In middle school. So was it would it be like primary school for those outside of the U.S.? I've always been super hard myself, and then I just like try to analyze anything and everything, and then talk myself down. I'll try to shut up. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Just shut up and try to crank out that. Well, technically, this is a low 103. Technically, I've achieved my goal. But I want to see if I can take it a little further. That was close. That threw me off. I don't remember where it was, but I did notice I gained a bit of time. So now we know another corner where time is possible. Which, in my opinion, is good because then that means I don't have to rely on the kink as much to try to get the time I want. Yeah, it was that corner. It's pretty difficult to nail down as well. Also, I do apologize for not reading your messages. Tweak your slidey. I want to say a bit more. It depends. I think on the lower speed corners, it feels a bit more tweaky. Especially this, like, for example, like here, and here, and here. You got to be a bit careful on the throttle because otherwise the car is going to want to step out on you. Yeah, and I'm wondering about this corner right here, and this corner right here. Because what was it? An attempt to go R2? I think I braked just a little bit earlier, and that helped me get a pretty good run out. And that's where I noticed I gained a bit on the Ghost. But I feel like I just need to brake just a hair bit earlier. Can't be too much, otherwise it's not going to work. I mean, at this point, I'm kind of just thinking out loud. Okay, that's not going to work. Also, I saw another message. Fourth gear exit hairpin. I'll give that a go. I don't know about fourth gear. See, in that part, there's definitely a bit of slide going on, but that's if you ride the sausage. Not bad, just a 10th off. Yeah. Yeah, I did realize that I lost a bit. I think I was a bit too cautious here. I know we're getting close to the end of the stream because I want to end at around 8:30 p.m. my time. But I gotta go do some. Well, first I gotta eat because I haven't had dinner yet. But then I gotta do a couple things, and then I'm just gonna jump back into this. What sucks is that I'm not gonna be able to get the I'm probably not gonna be able to get the lap guide out tonight. But I will hopefully be able to get the 104 soon. So best case scenario, I can somehow get the guide out tonight. If not, then I'll get it out. I mean, if I'm able to get the 104, then I'll get it out on Friday night. It'd be really funny is if you can somehow cheese that or like ride that sausage in like your super aggressive way and somehow get away with it. But that'd be like a 1 in a million chance. But I wouldn't want to do that for the lap guide because I don't think that'd be. Oh, that was almost good. I think if I control it just a little bit more. That would have been a really good start to the lap. I got a shot. I need to turn in a bit earlier. On which corner? Are we talking about this corner where I'm at right now? I'm gonna have to pretend like I'm in a tomahawk, where I just need like super quick blip on the brake, and then just send it. It's like I feel like in that specific area, like how do I say it? I don't know how to I don't know how to word it. Okay. Ooh, that was a bit ballsy right there. No, there's not enough downforce. That's an actual breaking point. Unless if there's like a different way that. I mean, well, the thing is that this car actually doesn't have that much downforce. What's his downforce again? I think it's like in the 300s. Give me a moment. Yeah, 343 and 311. Like, that's not as much downforce as I thought that this car would have. Like, honestly, like, just looking at the car, I was like, oh, okay, this car is probably going to have, like, a lot of downforce. But it's like, it's actually not as much as I thought. No! Oh, man. I just had to touch the curb. I don't know how I got away with that. I know where I'm losing time. Oh, you are the culprit. You stupid corner right there. What's that? Turn 10. You are a huge culprit. Oh my goodness. No, it's all good, DJ. Oh my goodness. Have you ever made cheeseburger with shredded cheese? I don't think so. But dude, John, just because you're saying that, you're making me really hungry now. But I mean to be honest, that feels like that's something that college me would try. Or when I was back in uni, but I've never tried it. Shoot, that's something I should definitely try. Like dead ass. I should try it. Will it be a mess? Possibly. But will it taste good? I hope so. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It's actually getting a little hard to concentrate because my stomach is starting to growl. Oh man. Ooh, pepper, dude. I love pepper jack. Pepper jack is my jam. Ooh, but dude, that sounds so good. I don't mind onions. I feel like excuse me. I feel like with onions, like I don't mind onions, but if it's too much, then I'm definitely gonna make a fuss about it. Ooh, got away with it right there. No! First, it was turning too late. Now it's turning too early. I feel like I nailed down that breaking point, but this is gonna be the exit where I'm gonna need to be careful with. That's not gonna work. So fast out, got it. I read your advice, like, alright guys, I got it, and then I do the complete opposite. got away with it. Did cost a bit of time though. I'm gonna give myself a few more minutes to try to see if I can make this happen. Well, I can tell you this. As I said a couple minutes ago, I definitely went the opposite way in terms of your advice. Fast in and spun out. Close. No! And of course, once again, I dip a bit too much to the right. I'm losing too much time. Honestly, I might end up calling it a stream. I know it's just a little past 8:30, cause I want to go eat. Let me hold on. Let me bump the chat just a little bit so I can read your message and take a screenshot of that. It's gonna be difficult to drift it or slide it up the hill, but I'll be finding it out later tonight because I want to go eat, do a couple of things, and then I'll come back to this. But other than that, yeah, I think, yeah, because I cannot English right now. Because I know for a while I kept braking a bit too late or turning in too late, and I'd missed the apex, and that sent me to a dirt. And then at one point I was turning in too early. But it's like whenever I nail it down, that's where I notice like, okay, it's not too bad. But still, turn 10 is where I'm most interested in because that's where I noticed that there's actually quite a bit of time and still waiting to be found right here. But okay. I'm gonna go eat. I don't know about you guys. I'm hella hungry. I haven't eaten since early today at work. But I do thank you guys for stopping by, whether you've been here for a minute or an hour or the entire stream. If you like this stream and like to hear me complain about this left-hand challenge, please do feel free to hit the like and subscribe. I'm just really hungry, guys. But yeah, thank you guys so much for your help. DJ, John, GT, I think I saw someone else, Blue. I saw someone else. Dark Side. Yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by and for the help. But other than that, I'm gonna see if I can hopefully get the 104 tonight, and then try to make the lap guide. If not, then I'll try to see if I can get it out the next day. But other than that, take care, everyone. Have a good night. Bye bye.